towards the smoke. I think I need the smoke, over. Roger, shot at the wall in clear. Fulfill, we will try to get you out. Roger, I do have to leave. Full forecast, over.
What's up, guys? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at my Mark 18, kind of showing you guys what's all been done to this rifle over the years, and just kind of give you guys a little overview on it. So the rifle itself is a factory-built SBR from Daniel Defense. It's their Mark 18, which basically you get the 10.3-inch cold hammer forged barrel, you get the RIS-2 rail on it, which is a fantastic rail. I really enjoy this. Kind of grew up with the GWAT era, so this is very ingrained in me, and I just love the way it looks, and it's nice having a very solid rail. Starting out from the muzzle here. So right now I have the Surefire Warden on it. It's just basically a blast diffuser for the muzzle device underneath it. So back in the day I went with the War Comp. If I would do it over again, I probably would do the standard Surefire muzzle brake on it, due to how this doesn't have the gas ring for the suppressor, so you get a little bit of gas coming out of the backside, getting past here. So not a big deal. I still like it. It's a great muzzle device, but if I were to do it over again, I probably would just do either just a standard 3-prong or do the actual muzzle brake itself. But at the indoor range, it's nice to have this. It shoots big fireballs, which is always fun. And then at the front of the rifle here, we have the Daniel Defense fixed front sight. I like having a fixed front sight. It's just kind of a personal preference of mine. And then I also have at the back here for the iron sights, I got the Magpul MBUS Pro, which is their metal sight on it. So I do have, if the EOTech would ever go down, I can have some irons, which is nice. So as far as the light goes, this is the Surefire, I think they called it the M300C at the time, but it's the 500 lumen, kind of shorter guy with one battery in it. It's nicer to have just a smaller light on the short-barreled rifle because you don't have a ton of rail space. You probably could get away with probably the 600, but the 300 has been just fine for me. And then I have that going to the tape switch, which is the Surefire UE07, which has the momentary tape switch here, and then the permanent on button, which is nice. So that just goes in the tail cap here, and then I just have some Ranger bands doing some cable management for me, which has been great. The grip here is the Magpul XTM hand stop. I really like this setup here. It gives a good feeling. You can kind of pull the rifle back into yourself, and it's nice that way. I've always kind of wanted the classic Tango Down vertical grip. I might do that someday, but the XTM has been just fine. And then the laser device up here is a SOTAC laser. Just wanted to give this thing a try just to see how well it would hold up on an actual rifle. And so far so good. More of a fun thing for me just to test it out on the rifle, but the visible laser, extremely bright. Get used to having a laser module on the rifle. And then coming back here, we have the Daniel Defense QD mount for the Magpul. This is the MS4 sling. Really like this sling. I've had this on it for the entire time I've had the rifle. And this little rubber band here is from Lucas Botkin. Just a little sling keep right here, so you can kind of stack the sling a little bit nicer, hang it up, and then when you're ready to go, you just rip it out, and then you're good to go. As far as optic goes, I went with the EOTech EXPS 3-0, so it's the EOTech with just the single dot in the middle. This thing has been great. It's got the little riser QD mount on there, which is nice. But I really like the EOTech's, really robust and really clear optic, and yeah, very nice. Then behind that, I have the EOTech G33 magnifier on it. This is their 3X magnifier, and I've used this thing at the range with my buddy. We shot out to, I think, like 400 yards with this, and the magnifier was great for that. So next is the bolt catch. This is the Geisley Maritime bolt catch. I really like this thing, a lot more ergonomic and easier to hit than the standard one. I have heard before I got this that sometimes they break, or earlier versions broke. Mine hasn't broken yet, so hopefully that's the case. But other than that, it works just fine. But a little bit more surface area to push on, and yeah, very nice. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the trigger. So the trigger I have in here is the Geisley SSAE X, which is the SSAE with the lightning bow trigger face on it, basically. So it's not a flat trigger or their curve. It's kind of a mix of both, and I really like it. So we'll go ahead and ghost the trigger together. But really nice, little bit of take up right there, and then super crisp brake on it. Reset. Yeah, it's fantastic. So really like that. I had the factory one in there for a long time, and not the greatest. So as you can see, I have a different charging handle on this guy. I have the Raptor Radiant SD, and the SD has little ports on the side of the charging handle to help with gas. So if I ever do get a suppressor, which I do plan on getting, maybe once the GOA lawsuit goes through, and we'll see kind of what happens with that. So the SD just kind of set myself up for suppressed. That way you don't get a bunch of gas in your face. Going towards the buttstock, this is the B5 SOP mod. I love this buttstock. It's definitely my favorite. Originally, this was the Coyote Tan, and I painted it to kind of match the Daniel Defense Mil-Spec Plus color with Rust-Oleum. I think it's like flat earth brown, and really, really nice. Looked really good. And then now that it's kind of, by just from using the rifle, it's kind of wearing in, and that Coyote is kind of coming through on it, especially on the buttstock too. I just painted the buttstock, spray painted that black, and the Coyote's kind of rubbing through. So it kind of gives it a neat look. But yeah, that's pretty much the Mark 18. Like I said, this was my first rifle I ever bought. If I were to do it all over again, I probably would just get either the pistol version, or I would probably just build one. You can probably build one for cheaper. As you can see, I've kind of replaced the majority of the factory parts besides, the rail system. So you probably could save a little bit of money, get a good barrel, and buy the RIS2 rail for it, and or some type of quad rail like this, and you can make yourself a Mark 18 for probably a lot less than this setup. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely give the video a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. I have a Discord server if you guys want to check that out. It's free. You guys I'll put that in the description below if you guys want to join that. And yeah, so anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.